Spontaneous anxiety attacks are not fun, and they're usually triggered by one of two things. Number one, your chemistry, and number two, your psychology. Now, your chemistry might be that your body is having a hard time dealing with that stressful stimulation. It might not even be that stressful to you consciously, but subconsciously your body is worn out and you are having a difficult time processing excuse me, I talk funny sometimes, even that amount of stimulation. That's like this much. Now, quick story. One time while I was in the grocery store, during my nervous breakdown, I was going down the chip aisle. I made it maybe 10 feet, and this lady with this big cartload of stuff came up the other end of the aisle, and she wasn't even looking at me. She had no intentions of killing me, but my body freaked out, and my mind freaked out. It was like this total experience of a freak out. And I just wanted to grab the chips and run. I didn't even want to pay for it. I just wanted to dart out of the store like, I gotta get out of here. And you may have experienced that too, or where you're in the grocery store, you're in the line and your heart is pounding, you're sweating, you're having a hard time breathing, your stomach is in your throat and your throat's closing up and your mouth is all dry, your mind is racing, you can't concentrate on anything, you feel like you want to throw up, you want to fall onto the floor into a blubbering mess of a sad human being who's freaking out. I know what that's like. I've been there. And it's because your body can't handle or process the stimulation that you're experiencing. Now, this is a sign right here, folks. If you're experiencing anxiety in that sort of situation, your body needs help. It might be your brain chemistry, but it also might be your ability to cope with stress via, not Bob Vila, that's totally different, your adrenal glands. And again, I know I mentioned this in a previous video, and this is something that I talk about more in the ebook and the Stop Anxiety Naturally DVDs, but if your adrenal glands are having a hard time producing the amount of adrenaline that your body needs to even cope with the smallest amount of stress, then you've got issues. There are things you need to do, and one of those things that I find is adrenal support. And again, this is by a company called NatraBio, and if you really want, leave me a message on the wall and I'll send you a link to their page. And, well, anyway, and not to do a product placement, but if you're having a hard time coping with stress, let me tell you, and I've mentioned this before, your body is trying to tell you there is something wrong because anxiety is a symptom of a greater problem. The anxiety is not the problem, it's a sign of the problem. And you need to deal with that problem. And it might be that your adrenal glands are worn out. There are a number of things that you need to do to help boost that. But right away, I would say, try to get something to help you relax. It's about calming down. You might need to adjust your diet, and again, I go into great detail with the book and the DVD. I know when I was experiencing that at that point in time, I was blessed with this, I'm having this attack because my body can't handle it. Some people don't have that revelation, but I'm glad I did because it's enabled me to help you. And along with all of these other epiphanies and the knowledge I've gained from my research, I look forward to helping you become the person that you desire to be because I've got faith in you and I know you can. Now, I want you to say it with me. I can become the person I desire to be.